Welcome back, ARK Players, to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be starting off a little bit of a series which is covering the biggest topics in the ARK community. Today's one is talking about why a lot of players are angry and what they truly want for the game in the near future, and hopefully with the new summer update we may see more of this and make a lot of players very happy. So pretty much, as I said, what we're going to be doing in this series is we're going to be like picking some of the biggest topics, breaking it down, talking about lots of the things the devs say and everything like that. So if you want to be part of this new series, there's going to be a whole bunch of ARK content uploaded to the channel now. I'm going to be focusing on it a lot more because I know you guys have missed it. Make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I look forward to this new journey as we dive into a very strange place we're currently in with ARK Survival Ascended. So if you guys didn't know, they had I'm sure you do, they had an ARK X Power Rangers mode. Now this isn't the whole point of the video, it's kind of a link in, but what we're going to be talking about is the optimization of the game. Now I saw this today and it pretty much makes a lot of sense. The new update went live and it broke lots of things. I think it broke everyone's mods. It just seems for every time there's an update in ARK, it breaks things. And this person said, "Fix your damn game. This is ridiculous. Every time an update or you add something, we can't even play the game." And I have to sort of agree when it comes to this, because I do have to admit, whenever Wildcard give us an update, don't get me wrong, I always want the update because it's an awesome one. Well, this one, Club ARK, is really cool. Not the biggest fan of the Power Rangers thing. But every time they release an update, something breaks. And I think getting better communication from Studio Wildcard on why these things break would make people understand a little bit more. I can understand that it's a massive game. It's built a certain way, so certain things happen when you release changes. It's not the same as like a Fortnite or anything like that, because it's generally such a giant game and it can cause issues anywhere. I'm not a game developer, I understand that, but it does, you can see why the community gets so angry, because then they add things like the Power Rangers mode and the Power Rangers cosmetics, and the game doesn't work properly. Now, I did decide to try and load into an official server to go onto Club ARK today, and I was rubber banding on the spot constantly, and I actually couldn't believe it because I thought I was gonna I haven't loaded into an official server on ARK since the beginning of Survival Ascended, and literally since Survival Evolved. So for me, that was a pretty big shock. And also, this came through on the when they released the YouTube video of the Power Rangers saying, "Optimize the game, no. Add cool dino robots, yes." And it was like, what a weird timeline. We are in a weird timeline. There was bring back tech dinos, no. Make a Power Rangers collab. Next step, ARK X IKEA, and then this game is turning into Gary's mod. And that was only 5 of the comments, by the way. There was so many. But in the summer, guys, Jeremy has announced that, FYI, we are working on upgrading ARK Survival Ascended to Unreal Engine 5.4. This will result in major improvements to performance, memory, and graphic features, amongst other things, for all the game's platforms. ETA for this release is this summer. Now, we don't know what this means this summer. I'm guessing that means July. I don't know if that means August, but I probably, whenever Wildcard have said summer, it's always ended up being July, like with the summer bash and everything. And I think this is quite a massive thing for ARK Survival Ascended. It's like, the reason players get so annoyed with when you release things like, when you release things like this Power Rangers mode, is they want the game to be stable. If the game was stable, people would actually be a lot happier about all these different things added in. And we understand as a community that Wildcard need to make their money. They need to generate, otherwise the game won't be a thing anymore. But the fact is, I actually watched a video by, I think it was Digital Foundry the other day, and they were just talking about how much of a mess and the game is, and how is it optimized, and saying it was one of the worst they've ever experienced, and how they were only getting like 30 frames per second. And I used to think it was my computer, right? So my computer isn't that good anymore. It's still pretty good, but I mean, it's about 3 years old now, and I haven't properly upgraded it. And I was like, obviously, I didn't expect my computer to be able to run ARK Survival Ascended on the best settings. but I did expect to be able to at least just run it. And even on low settings, the game can run bad. And what makes no sense about how the game is optimized is that I can run the game on low settings. I can lag and be a bit, and it looks horrible. And then I go and play on high settings, and then the game runs fine for pretty much most of the time. It's then when I come off the game, load back into the game, and play on high that it then just glitches around. And it has improved over time, I'll admit that. But and yes, I need to make PC upgrades. But personally, anyone that has one of the top-notch PCs in the game will all know that ARK Survival Ascended isn't optimized properly, and they need to get this update out urgently. Also, someone said to Dolly, "Damn, I'd hate this job." And Dolly said, "This isn't actually part of my job, to be honest. I talk here because I like to communicate with the players like this." And the only thing that I would say is, so Dolly actually just comes on because she likes it, and I have to respect that because, but like, I don't see, I could be wrong here, right? Because I haven't been really in depth with the ARK community for the last sort of 6 months, I would say. Or no, probably not 6 months, but it was when Power World came out, I kind of drifted away a bit. The one thing I have to say is when I've been in the Helldivers and Power World community, the devs have been very active. Like, they've got a bunch of community managers over at Arrowhead for Helldivers, and I don't really know what the roles the devs do anymore. I know Silvala is a new assistant community manager, so this is probably working up the ranks and stuff, but I don't really know who is the main person who has the job to speak in the Discord. I see that Dolly does it a lot, but I think it's a very important thing where Studio Wildcard need to communicate to players. There is some big information I've been able to cover every day for Helldivers, and ARK is not the same case when it comes to ARK. It's usually a lot more quiet in the Discord. And to be honest, whenever there's the biggest questions, they do seem to ignore them. And that's probably because they're not allowed to say anything from up high. Club ARK had a new update. They just fixed a bug causing poor performance on Club ARK. This is one thing I do recommend players to check out because it's basically a place, I'll show you now. It's basically a place where people can come and join. It's a new social hub where survivors can chat, relax, and have fun in a variety of activities, mini games, and missions to earn prizes to take back home with you. Club ARK can be joined from the in-game pause menu on official network at any time. So it's actually quite a lot of fun, I have to admit, and I've really had fun. So that's probably one of the best things I've seen ARK do for a while, but they have to go and ruin it by adding Power Rangers. When do you know what? Okay, let me just dive back on something. If they didn't do all of the big announcements on Twitter like they did, I don't actually think I would have minded Power Rangers. Do I think it's right for the game? No, I don't. I said this in another video. I think Power Rangers is the last thing that ARK need to be doing as a massive new announcement. Maybe Jurassic World or Monster Hunter, a lot of people have said. That makes sense, right? But Power Rangers just doesn't make sense for the game. So hopefully over time, players will be feeling a little bit happier. This is all going to be down to this Unreal Engine 5.4 update because it's the same thing I see under every single ARK video I post. And to be honest, I've seen this for 8 years. It's the same comment. Fix your game. And I'm sick of seeing it, to be honest. Like, I'm going to be honest with you. Obviously, comment it because it needs to be said. But I am personally myself sick of it because I just constantly see that people just need the game fixed because it's not in the best state. But anyway, let's hope Studio Wildcard really make a change with this new summer update. Upgrading the game to Unreal Engine 4.5, as they said, it will result in major improvements to performance and memory and graphics features, amongst other things. I'm really looking forward to updating my game like this. I hope it's going to make a big difference because I'm finding it a little bit uncomfortable. What I like about when I play games like Helldivers, I know I'm taking a little bit of a back step on creating Helldivers videos for a little while. But what I'm liking about it is how it doesn't cost your computer the amount of resources like ARK Survival Ascended does. And I really believe that Survival Evolved could have just been upgraded to a similar thing like this. They've just gone kind of a little bit too over the top. I heard Digital Foundry saying they've added any possible feature from Unreal Engine 5 into the game, and I think they mentioned that it's things that maybe they didn't need, which just made the game to, like, I think they wanted it to look good, right? And they wanted it to actually, the look of it to look amazing and look like an actual realistic world, without realizing the game, what people care about the most is the gameplay aspect. No one cares what the game looks like really deep down. They obviously want it to look nice and not look like Minecraft or something. No hate to Minecraft, love Minecraft. But they just want the game to actually perform and not be like rubber banding and things. And that is what ARK has had in this game for too long. But anyway, guys, I hope that is a video you enjoyed. It's something I'm looking to do a lot more. We'll probably add some gameplay and stuff in the future in the background, because also my mic doesn't work too well with OBS for some reason. I get so much of a better sound pickup with a different recorder, but I might try and make some changes to my OBS. So yeah, if you want to see more of these like sit and talk videos about ARK related stuff, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I will be I'm your guy. I'm your guy. If you want to sit and listen to some of the biggest topics, put some in the comment section down below and I will cover it if it's a popular thing and you want to see it, because that's what I want to do. It's much better than me talking about things that actually mean a lot for the game and actually spreading the word on some of the biggest things that need to be sorted, rather than just showing you guys gameplay and sitting here and saying, this is amazing, go and check this out. Like me trying to, like, just, yeah, you guys know what I mean. Like, I'm actually trying to get closer to you guys through the channel. But anyway, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.